Hello fellow travelers, how are you today? I'm doing well, thanks for asking. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I have a list of 10 things that you wouldn't really think about taking on your trip abroad. Whether you are going from America to Europe, from Africa to America, to wherever you're going, if you're going to another country, these are some pretty odd things you wouldn't think about taking but can be real lifesavers. So I have been to Europe twice now, and the first time I was kind of prepared. I had extra things here and there. The second time I was a little more prepared, but there were still things I wish I had brought. Which leads us to this very nice list I have compiled, and I'm sure there are so many other things, but I think these are like some really good basic things that you will probably end up needing. So my first thing on the list is kind of not fun to think about because you're going on vacation. It will make your trip a whole lot better if you take cold medicine and cough drops. I know you don't want to think about getting sick on your trip, but you're going to be traveling in an airplane, most likely, or in some kind of transportation, probably with other people who might be sick. Even if you're traveling in the summer, germs are going around like crazy, and there's a slight chance you might get sick. On my last trip to Europe, I did actually end up getting sick in Italy, and it was so sad, and it was so extremely hard to try to buy cold medicine that I knew would work when everything was literally in Italian. I couldn't read anything. I just asked the lady at the front of the pharmacy, I'm like, can you please just cold, sick. I wish I would have taken some Dayquil with me in preparation, and then maybe by being prepared my body would be like, you don't need to get sick. Because that's how sickness works. And cough drops as well. It sucks spending money on that kind of stuff, but I think if you do end up getting sick, it's really helpful to have stuff your body is already used to, it knows how to work with it, and you know how much to take, and it's in your language, so that's helpful. My second tip for you guys is to take a small little sewing kit. This is mine. It's super small, great for traveling. It has thread, needles, and a couple other things I don't remember in it, and it can actually come in handy quite a lot or not at all when traveling. Number 3, I actually learned this one when I went to Florida, so not even abroad for me. Duct tape. So if you don't already do this while traveling, I always duct tape everything. Anything that can leak or like explode when it goes up in the plane, I duct tape it. And traveling can get kind of crazy, so if you end up getting a hole in your suitcase or maybe in your shoe or something and you just need a little duct tape, you've got it. Number 4, Ziploc baggies. Do they have to be Ziploc brand? No, just get one of those sealable baggies. Just in my last trip, I ended up having to buy some soap because we were at a hostel and they didn't have soap in the bathrooms. So I bought a big thing of soap from a convenience store, and when we traveled to Italy, I had this big thing of soap that I didn't want to throw away in case the next hostel didn't have soap. So I put some duct tape on it, threw it in a Ziploc baggie, and didn't worry about it. And like I said, so many other things can come up that you might need a baggie for, so I would recommend taking some. They're just lifesavers, I think. Number 5, this is for my lady travelers, pads and tampons. Even if you have been tracking your period, watching it from month to month, making sure it would not be on your trip, always take pads and tampons, and or whatever one you want to use. Especially if you are traveling with other female travelers, because guess what? Periods sync up. It's not fun, but it is a fact. I don't know if it's actually scientifically proven, but I have physically been in that situation where I've synced up and had nothing because my period wasn't supposed to start for another week. It's better to be prepared when you are caught off guard. Moving on to number 6 is safety pins. Personally, my clothes have a hard time staying on. That doesn't sound good. What I mean by that is a lot of times my shirts will slip off of my shoulders because I have weird angled shoulders. So sometimes I have to safety pin my shirts to my bra straps so they will stay up. And when I'm packing, I don't always think about the shirts that fall off my shoulders or maybe the pants that are just too long. I kind of forget about that kind of stuff while packing. So taking a bunch of safety pins can really save you from, you know, that dress that just doesn't stay on, or the pants that are too long, or probably other stuff. I'm sure there's lots of other stuff that you can use safety pins for. And as it turns out, if you don't take these things, you will need them. If you do take them, you probably won't need them, because that's the way the universe works. Alrighty, number 7, you guys. I definitely recommend to bring an extra charger for whatever device, you know, your phone, your camera, whatever you're using, and an extra pair of headphones. I'd recommend to get these, put them together, maybe put them in a Ziploc baggie, put them at the bottom of your suitcase or in a safe place in your suitcase, and do not use them unless you lose your other stuff. Number 8, I think this is one of the most important things that I will tell anybody who wants to travel abroad. I would recommend bringing just a box of granola bars or something you like. I like the Nature Valley bars or whatever kind of like snacky things you like, because there might be days you don't have time to go down and eat breakfast, so you need something quick, or you go down to breakfast and there's nothing you really like. Just bringing like a box, or if you're on an 8-day trip, maybe bring 10 just in case. You might not use them at all. But it kind of sucks to be stuck in a foreign country where if you don't like any of the foods, you have nothing to eat. I personally don't have problems with food. I love all foods. Seriously, I'll eat anything. But there were a couple times on my past trips where I just didn't have enough time in the morning to go downstairs and eat breakfast, so I would just eat a quick granola bar. I knew I liked it. It was right there in my room for me. Number 9. This one's really important. I didn't really think about it when I went on either of my trips, but Band-Aids. You might be thinking, why? I mean, I'm probably not gonna get cut. I mean, maybe. Who knows? Well, I'm not really thinking about bleeding. I am thinking about blisters. Both of my trips abroad, I ran into people who bought brand new shoes for the trip and ended up getting super bad blisters because they hadn't worn them in yet. And then they were walking from, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. all day. This is number 10, you guys. We made it to the end. So number 10 might be obvious to some people, and to others they might not have ever thought of it. But you are going to a foreign country where you're gonna have foods you're not used to, people you're not used to, traveling a lot. So I would definitely recommend taking a couple different kinds of medicine. Maddie, you said medicine for number 1. I said cold medicine number 1. I'm talking about literally everything else for number 10. So on my last trip, I took Pepto-Bismol, Tylenol, Airborne, and Dramamine. One thing I wish I would have taken was a sleeping aid pill or melatonin or something. But like I said, you're gonna be in a foreign country where your stomach really isn't used to most of their foods. So Pepto is really important. Tylenol, I always get headaches on the plane, and that helps. Tylenol helps with headaches, obviously. And those are just my preferences. Those are the things I thought I might need throughout my trip, and I would definitely recommend taking the things, whether it's Advil or Tylenol or whatever you use. I would look into what you like best and take those, because you never know how you're gonna feel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below telling me what you found helpful. And if you have any other weird things you think other people should take on their trips abroad, definitely comment them down below so we can all give each other nice advice and help each other out. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this every single Saturday. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!
If you love me, let me going down, and sugar will going down, swinging. I'll be another one with the bullet. A loaded gun complex, talking bullet.
By the way, I took that picture up there. You see it on my bun? Yeah. Took that. Proud.